It's a day off. I'm excited. I'm happy. Don't you guys like that? You actually get a day off on the weekend. You know, the last job I worked at, I didn't get a day off on the weekend. Oh, hell no. I was working every weekend, man. But today is UFC 200. Today I get to relax on the weekend. I love my new job. I love my new job. It's awesome. Get to see free movies. Get to talk about some movies. In fact, I got some movie reviews for you motherfuckers. I got some movie reviews for you guys. What we're reviewing today is Tarzan, Purge election year, and also what was the other new movie that came out? I'm drawing a blank. Not BFG. I haven't seen BFG yet. I'm gonna see BFG, Mike and Dave, and Secret Life of Pets this upcoming week. But I got 2 movies to review for you guys. I thought I had 3. Oh no, because I reviewed The Shallows last time we did the Q&A, right? Or did I not? Yeah, I reviewed The Shallows last time. So got 2 movie reviews for you guys. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning into this Q&A on a Saturday before UFC 200 tonight. You guys want to know my predictions for UFC 200? I did them with my boy Heel Steven on Friday night, so go check out that video. It's like in the middle of the video. It's only an hour-long stream, so just skip to the 30-minute mark, and that's when we start talking about UFC 200. But you're more than welcome to ask questions about UFC 200 and stuff like that. I just want to give that cheap little shout-out to UFC 200. I think Weston will be joining us in the near future. I don't know when he's going to be joining, but he should be joining. I sent him the Facebook link, but we have Aisha Abbas with us, so that's okay. Yeah,
on my day off too.
Day offs. The day offs are always so nice, man. You work your ass off. You're tired, man. Like yesterday was some cheese. All right. You know what I don't like the most, and especially in California, because it makes no sense to me, is when people get sick during the summertime. How do you get sick during the summertime? How do you sit here and get sick during the summertime? That's absolutely ridiculous. Huh? Probably. Maybe that's how some people get sick. But like I got sick. I just had a sore throat. It was mainly from the pool. Some Chinese lady farted in it, and it was disgusting. So that's how I got sick. But two people called in sick from my work yesterday, man. It was ridiculous. I was like, God dang, it's a Friday. It's going to be a busy day. You know, we just got Pets coming out. Pets, you know, a lot of people are going to see that movie. It's a freaking DreamWorks movie. It's a kid movie, but it also has some adult humor to it. So, you know, people are going to see that. And then we also have Mike and Dave need wedding dates. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just insane. But we got through the shift. It was nice. Made some easy money. I don't work till tomorrow, so I get to relax. And, yeah. Aisha, what are you doing on your day off? Are you watching UFC 200 tonight?
Of course, UFC 200. I mean,
what's your predictions on the main? What's your prediction on the main card?
Okay, so we got Silva versus Johnson. Anderson Silva.
You mean Cormier? You mean Cormier? No.
I mean, I love Daniel Cormier, but Silva, man, I think he's gonna win this, and it's the first time they're fighting, so.
Yeah. The former greatest of all time, well, the greatest of all time, taking on, you know, what many people consider to be the current greatest of all time. So that should be an interesting matchup for sure.
Then we have Lesnar versus Hunt. You know, Lesnar, he's been the healthiest he's been in a long time, and Hunt, dude knows how to fucking punch, and it's like, ugh. I think I might have to go. I think I might have to go Lesnar, man. Just look how in shape he is compared to Mark Hunt.
I think I'm going Lesnar too for that. I chose Lesnar. I chose Silva. Who do you got for the main event? Tate or Nunes? Because I chose Miesha Tate all day.
Yeah, Tate.
I mean, Amanda Nunes could win, but it'd be more like a lucky punch. It's like Amanda Nunes has a puncher's chance against Miesha, but Miesha's tough. Like,
yeah.
The thing is, people who casually watch MMA, they only know Miesha Tate for getting their ass kicked by Ronda Rousey. But then again, if you look at Ronda Rousey's reign of terror, besides Holly Holm, Miesha Tate put up like the biggest fight against her. She went 3 rounds with Ronda when Ronda was just going 1 round and like 13 seconds of change with all these other women. So Miesha Tate, don't doubt her. That's all I gotta say. For anyone that is just casually watching MMA, you've only seen Miesha Tate from the Rousey fights. You don't think Miesha Tate's that great? No, she's really good. Miesha Tate's really good. It's just that her style of fight matches up bad with Rousey. That's the only problem. Is that her style cannot be Rousey's style, because Rousey knows all these different submissions on the ground and Miesha Tate is like
a wrestler.
Wrestler. She likes to wrestle you, and when you take Ronda Rousey to the ground, you're just putting yourself in a bad situation. So, what about Frankie Edgar versus Jose Aldo?
This is tough.
That's a tough one. I chose Frankie.
I'm gonna go with Edgar. Yeah, I think Edgar might have this one. You know, Aldo, he won the first fight, but you know, Edgar, he's been on a win streak right now, and Aldo losing his 14-second to McGregor. I don't know. This one is tough, but I think I'm going to give it to Edgar. I think he deserves it more. I mean, I'm not saying Aldo, yes, he deserves a rematch, but I think Edgar, yeah, he's had more fights in than Aldo too, so I think Edgar might get. Yeah. Then we had Hendricks and Gallum too.
Well, that's on the
prelims?
pre-show. Yeah, prelims have also killer fights. Like, right now, like I think in Fight Pass in about like a couple moments from now, you're gonna have like Diego Sanchez versus Joe Lozon, Jim Miller versus Takanori Gomi, and then Gegard Mousasi versus Thiago Silva. So that's a good Facebook prelims if you ask me. But anyways, let's get started with the questions. Straight Shooter asks, "What are your thoughts on what happened in Dallas?" Why do everyone always ask me fucking political questions when you know I don't like answering these questions? Because really, to be honest,
because it's like a serious topic right now in this fucking country.
Yeah, look, this country's fucked. 2016 is the most craziest year you're gonna ever live in. I mean, that's serious. 2016 is an insane year. You think about it. We have gorillas almost beating up kids. We have alligators eating kids. We have all these crazy shootings going on in this world, man. Like we had 2 police shootings back to back, and then police are getting shot at, and then like freaking Hillary Clinton is like not getting charged for all her bullshit, and she can still become our president. Donald Trump could become our president. Like, God dang.
God.
This is like, and we're halfway through 2016. We're not even done with this year. And this is all the crazy shit that's happening. And look, I know like a lot of people wonder, Chase, why don't you answer these political questions or anything on my channel? Because that's not my thing.
Yeah, look, I like to keep my opinions to myself.
Yeah, that's not my thing. If you guys follow me on Facebook or Twitter, do you guys see me ever Facebook or tweet this shit? No, because the stuff that I talk about, when I talk about it, it's with personal and close friends that I can talk to about it. And it's not because they agree with me on it. It's because that's my comfort zone of talking. I'm not trying to express my views on shootings and all that other shit on this channel, man. That's just not me. That's just not how I am. Like, I feel bad when a mass shooting happens. Like, don't get me wrong. I may have sent a tweet or a Facebook thing saying #pray for Orlando, but like, that's because that was a whole city that got affected. And yeah, I'm praying for the people in Dallas. I'm praying for the cops' families and stuff like that. But I'm not going to go into the whole fucking thoughts of it, of who started the shooting, why they did it, and everything like that, unless I'm with close personal people. And that's just it. I know a lot of people may not like it. I know a lot of people may think that's like a cop-out, but that's just how it is. People don't come to my channel to watch this shit. They come to ask me sports and wrestling and all this other and video game questions. I like, don't get me wrong. If you're going to ask me, what do you think about the presidential race when it's close or something like that, I can answer that a little bit, but I'm not going to sit here and give you my views on something when I know a lot of people are just going to make the whole Q&A about it, make it all controversial and shit. I don't want that for the Q&A. I just want to talk about. So yeah.
Yeah. But it's sad.
Yeah. So,
what happened?
Yeah, it's sad, but I'm just not going to talk about it. Chris Bandicoot asks, are you reviewing the Cruiserweight Classic WWE Network special? Not really reviewing it. I'm going to talk about it. Why should I review it? It's just a bunch of fucking matches. Oh, dude, that was a great match. Oh, another great match. Oh, awesome. Like, no. There's no point. People who review that shit, they're stupid. You're just going to talk about it anyways of who you think's going to win. So I'm just going to do a video talking about who I think is going to win next week. And it's going to be in a live stream. I'm going to be doing like what I did with the topics in wrestling where I talked about the 3 things at once. That's what I'm going to do next week as well. So yeah. So why would I review a show where it's just a bunch of matches? That makes no sense to me.
He did the leg kick and the Irish whip, like No. That's why we have commentary. Like,
Yeah, we have the commentators for that, man. You guys don't need me to fucking break down every move. Who cares? like it's just a bunch of matches. There's no point in reviewing it.
Yeah.
Wrestling Fan 99 asks, what is your favorite WWE championship of all time? My favorite WWE championship has to be Stone Cold Smoking Skull belt. That's one of my favorite world championship belts to symbolize Stone Cold to a T against authority and everything like that. That's my favorite championship belt.
Yeah, I like the Shawn Michaels and like Bret Hart kind of wings WWE championship design. It's really nice.
The reverse wing eagle belt.
Yeah, the wing.
All right. Chris Bandicoot asks, are you glad Resident Evil is going back to horror instead of having zombies? Yeah, it's about damn time. Like Resident Evil fell off so much, man. Like they decided to be a zombie survival game, trying to play off how everyone loves zombies now. Zombies is like the hot new thing, and they lost their roots because Resident Evil wasn't just about zombies. It was about horror and suspense and everything like that. Creatures that were just crazy as fuck to watch. So, yeah, I'm glad it's going back to horror. I don't really play Resident Evil all that much. Resident Evil 4 is really the only one I played, but yeah.
Yeah, I just remember playing the arcade versions of Resident Evil.
Craig Benton asked, favorite match so far this year? Oh, that's a good one. Favorite match so far this year?
That's tough.
Because the one thing about wrestling nowadays is that match quality is really good.
Yeah.
Match quality is really fucking good. So it's like so hard. Off the top of the head, if I were to say a match, my favorite match probably, and I think a lot of people will be shocked by this, was Slammiversary, Lashley versus Galloway. I like that match a lot. I felt Lashley told a good story. I thought Galloway told a good story. It was a good gimmick it was a bad gimmick that they made work. So that's probably my personal favorite match this year. Yeah, that is my personal favorite match this year, followed by probably Taker and Shane, just because Shane did the jump off the fucking thing, which I never thought would happen. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And another one, if I were to throw one in there, probably Styles and Nakamura. That's a good one too. I liked.
Yeah, I think Reigns and Styles from Payback is my favorite
match this year. All right.
Probably. And when we get the Shield Triple Threat, it might change.
Shield Triple Threat? I don't know. That seems like it's gonna be a disaster. Straight Shooter asked, best San Diego Chargers player ever, minus Dan Fouts, Junior Seau. Sorry. Dan Fouts doesn't even come close. I love LaDainian Tomlinson, but he don't come close to Junior Seau, man. That dude led that bummy ass defense to the Super Bowl, man. He was the only one on that defense. Everyone would like to name all these names and shit, but nah, it was all Seau, man. Seau carried that team to the Super Bowl. Worst San Diego Chargers loss to you? Like, what do you mean by loss? Like, loss of player, loss of a game, loss of like a player in real life, like that they lost their life. That you got to make that clear. Like, you can't be like, oh no, like what's your worst loss? I mean, you want to know my worst game that I've ever seen? It was the Jets and the AFC Divisional. It was my fucking birthday. I remember I was so happy. We were 13-3. The Colts were going to face us in the AFC Championship. We were going to ram the Colts. We were going to go to the Super Bowl, kick Drew Brees and the Saints' ass, and become Super Bowl champs. I was so stoked, man. I knew that this was our year. I knew we were going to lose everyone next year. I knew it. Cromartie was going to be gone. Everyone's going to be gone, but it's okay because we got the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden, man, Nathaniel, who has been making every field goal, every extra point, the best percentage in the league, this motherfucker goes and misses 3 field goals, man. When we need Rivers and the offense weren't going to do shit against that Jets defense. I already knew that. shit. But god damn it, dude. But fucking Sean Green freaking ran up that hole, and Antonio Cromartie did not freaking try to tackle him. Oh my, that was the worst birthday present ever, dog. Like, I was so excited. I remember talking to my friends on Facebook, and they're like, hey, happy birthday, Chase. Good luck to your Chargers. Happy birthday. Good luck to the Chargers. Hashtag bold up, Chase. I was like, oh my God. Everyone wants the Chargers to win for me, man. And I was all happy and shit. And that shit happened. And then afterwards.
Oh, no.
Fuck. Hate that game so much. 2009 divisional. Sean Green runs for 63 yards. Antonio Cromartie could have ran up and tackled him, but that motherfucker's like, nope, and just ran backwards, man. Fuck him, man. Fuck Cromartie. I fucking hate you, dog. No, I seriously hate Antonio Cromartie, man. Anytime Cromartie, I hope the Jets don't succeed just because of Antonio Cromartie, man. Fuck Sean Green too, man. Fuck you.
Fuck Sean Green.
No, dude, I hate that game so much, man. That's just the worst loss for me, man. Either that or 2006. Drayden Florence gets the interception on the Patriots. Fucking the coach. I always jump the break on his name. Marty Schottenheimer said, when you get the ball and you get the game-ending interception, you fall down on the ground with it. You don't try to run with it. Drayden Florence gets the interception, and then they fucking fumbles. Fuck. Oh, God damn, dude. And that was like the last great LT year, too, because then afterwards LT. But I still think 2009 was the worst for me, mainly because that was on my birthday, and I was like really stoked and everything like that like the Chargers could actually make the Super Bowl, because there's no way the Colts are going to beat us. The Colts radio people were like praying to God we wouldn't face them. I remember listening to Colts radio people, and they were like, oh, we don't want to face the Chargers because they always kick our ass. Like, the Colts fans hate when they play us. They hate when they face the Chargers because they know, oh, we're not doubting the Chargers. Like, remember that Monday Night Football game? The Chargers were shitty as fuck, and then Andrew Luck was coming in town. It was Andrew Luck's first Monday Night Football game. They're like, Luck coming to Monday Night Football. They're shoving Andrew Luck down our throats, and Luck sucked dick, and the Chargers beat them. And it was like, what? The Chargers are good? It's like, God damn, man. Don't doubt us.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Luck getting
Don't doubt us against the Colts. Don't doubt us against the Colts. Whenever you see Chargers and Colts, don't be afraid to choose Chargers to win that game, man. Don't be afraid.
And Andrew Luck, the highest paid NFL player right now?
He's not the highest paid athlete right now. That title's to Mike Conley, greatest point guard in the league.
What? Is he a good quarterback?
Luck, yeah.
He's great? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm still learning. I'm doing my homework.
Yeah, Andrew looks good. I like him. Chris Bandicoot asks, have you played the popular sports game called Rocket League? If so, what do you think of it? Oh, yeah, I played it. It's fun. I like traditional Rocket League, not the new shit that they try to keep adding. Like, that's the problem with those games is, like, sometimes some games just can't leave it how it is. They always try to add too much fucking gimmicks to it, and then it ruins the game. Chris Bandicoot asks, what are your thoughts on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare reveal trailer? I do not care about Infinite Warfare. Just give me my COD 4, please. Thank you very much.
Terrible.
Craig Benton asks, thoughts on Camp WWE? It's funny. I like it. It fell off a little bit, but it's still funny to me.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Chris Bandicoot, I haven't seen the Battlefield trailer, so I do not know anything about Battlefield. So, sorry. All right, so sorry. Stray Shooter asks, Chris Dunn is doing well in the Summer League. Do you see him being a starter or a six-man this season? Six-man. Until we trade Rubio. I feel like we'll trade Rubio by the trade deadline and hopefully get something for him. But for the most part, I think Dunn will be a six-man for most until December. Then he'll start starting some games, but it's going to be like rotating starting. And I think some matchups he would be a better starter than Zach LaVine or Ricky Rubio. Like he can play at one or two. Like that's how versatile this guy is. So like I feel like if we start him at the shooting guards for some matchups, like I look at that Portland matchup, I would much rather have Ricky Rubio and Chris Dunn start than Ricky Rubio and Zach LaVine, because Rubio can play good enough defense on Lillard or McCollum, but Zach LaVine's defense is still trash. That guy's defense is pretty damn bad. So I think he's going to be a six-man though, but he'll eventually become our starter later this year. It all depends on the Timberwolves record too, because like if the Timberwolves are winning, why would you trade Rubio? If Rubio's leading you to success and you have a chance to make like the 8th or 7th seed in the playoffs, I want to trade Rubio. I'll just keep him around until we figure out what we actually are going to do with him for the future, because there's no way we're going to give him the money that he would want when he becomes a free agent in 2 years. And also, there's some teams who are still interested in a Ricky Rubio that would probably want him, even though he can't shoot. They just like the fact that he can pass. So, and Weston finally joins us after being much late, like always.
Weston.
Well, Chase with another Q&A out of nowhere. I decided to take a nap.
I said that I was doing the Q&A on Saturday on Twitter before UFC. There was no out of nowhere.
Oh, shit.
So there's no out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't really check people's Twitter that much.
No,
Like, Monday's pretty much the only day I'm on Twitter.
All right, well, you should. The Straight Shooter asks, most overrated match this year. Mine is Reigns versus Styles Extreme Rule 2016. Oh, Sami Zayn Nakamura TakeOver Dallas. Overrated as fuck.
Great match, but people are saying, "Oh, it's the best match this year." Like, let's just wait, people. I mean, so far, but hey, some good matches are coming this year. We just gotta wait. But like, I can see why it is kind of getting overrated to an extent.
Yeah, for me, I don't think Zayn versus Nakamura is actually overrated. I mean, because it was good for what it was, right? But that's a hard one because there really hasn't been that many matches I would consider overrated. But if I had to pick one, I would probably go with maybe just for the wrestling alone, John Cena, AJ Styles.
No, that match was terrible too. It was a great match. Yeah, but the shitty fucking ending.
Yeah, it was a good match, but until you got to that ending, thumbs up.
I don't want to hate AJ Styles WWE. I want to like him. Him saying hashtag beat up John Cena does not make me like him. It makes me feel like stupid. Hashtag beat up John Cena. You know what time it is, guys? Hashtag beat up John Cena. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, Styles is gonna go over in this feud. Yeah.
Neil Spades Ace asks, Aisha, thoughts on Luol Deng and Dwayne Wade leaving Heat Nation?
Nope.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough for us Heat.
For Dwayne Wade. Luol Deng means nothing. Dwayne Wade means a lot.
You know, my favorite player of all time, 2006 MVP, great. It's going to be tough. He's going to the Chicago Bulls. He did well for the organization. I have nothing but love and happiness and respect for him. But, he did good. But the problem is, who's going to replace him?
Yeah, no. Well, he asked, how happy are you that you guys re-signed Hassan Whiteside, and who do you wish we can get? Re-signing Hassan Whiteside, I don't think you should be pretty excited for that one. Just in my opinion. He's not going to carry your team. Because how many centers in today's NBA really carry their teams? It's a perimeter game, and you guys paid $94 million for a center. Just say.
What about what's his name? DeMarcus over there in Sacramento?
Yeah, you
doesn't
wonder
he carry his team a little bit?
And you wonder why Sacramento doesn't win games.
Yeah, good point.
The reason why the Timberwolves have a chance is because not only do we have a center, but we have someone named Andrew Wiggins who's also pretty good, and he's a perimeter type of player. So that's why we're fine. Neil Spades Ace asks, what are your thoughts on the Bulls signing so far? Stupid. What is Chicago doing? I honestly do not know what Chicago's planning on doing. They need to rebuild around Jimmy Butler. This is going to stunt Jimmy Butler's growth more than help Jimmy Butler's growth. I mean, really, let's be real here. Jimmy Butler playing with Rajon Rondo and Dwayne Wade. Oh my, that's so disgusting. That's such a disgusting lineup right there, man. Like it really is. And Jimmy Butler, he's now going to have to come into this team, and he's going to think, like, Jimmy Butler thinks he's the alpha male already. Rondo can say in the press, oh, yeah, this is Jimmy's team. It's all about Jimmy. Bullshit, Rondo. We all know it's about you and your stupid assist numbers and shit like that. Fuck you, Rondo. You know what I'm saying, Rondo? Man, Rondo don't know what he's talking about. Dwayne Wade wants the ball in his hands. Rondo needs the ball in his hands. Jimmy wants the ball in his hands, and it's disaster. Terrible signings for the Bulls. They're going to be fun to play with on 2K, though. Oh, yeah, you can play with them 2K. Do shit with them there. But they ain't going to do shit in real life, man. I'll be surprised I'll be surprised, motherfuckers, if they even make the playoffs. I'm saying it, man. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs because Dwayne Wade doesn't play a lot of games. You know, he just kind of sits around and does nothing half the time. And then freaking Rondo, he can't score worth a damn outside of the paint, man. Like, Rondo will hit lucky jump shots every once in a while, but he can't score outside the paint. Terrible fucking signings.
Oh, well, we're gonna see.
Yeah, Rondo's what I would call a selfish assist man, where like all he cares about pretty much is his stats.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Rondo won't give a fuck about his stats. He don't give a fuck. Like, people go, oh, he makes the team better. No, LeBron makes the team better. Rondo doesn't make a team better. Like, he just literally cares about himself, like dickhead. Dan Bones asks, since Jones is out now, should Dominic Cruz get the pound-for-pound spot over DJ? In my opinion, he should. What the fuck are you talking about?
What? He just came back.
Yeah, he just beat up T.J. Dillashaw and Uriah Faber, and all of a sudden he's a pound-for-pound best fighter. Are you disrespecting? Are you really disrespecting Daniel Cormier that much, man? Like, I'm sorry, man.
If we want to go technical here, the pound for pound is Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah, technical. But I would say DC more than Demetrius. Like, Dominic Cruz top 5, sure. But I have DC ranked higher than Dominic Cruz. Right. Is it because like people feel like Dominic Cruz can't be beat? Is that the only reason why? No. Dominic Cruz top pound for pound. Ah. Oh my God, man! I get he's only lost one fight, but so has DC, and he lost it to one of the greatest of all time, John Jones. Dominic Cruz lost to Uriah Faber. Dominic Cruz. Why are you disrespecting Daniel Cormier? Apologize to Daniel Cormier in the comment section, Dan Bones. That's disrespectful to DC, man. That's so disrespectful to DC, man. So disrespectful. Disrespect.
And he holds the title longer than
who dominated the heavyweight scene at one point, who could have won the heavyweight title in the UFC if his great buddy Cain Velasquez wasn't in the UFC, and then also won the light heavyweight championship. His only loss is to John fucking Bones fucking Jones. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't disrespect DC saying Dominic Cruz. You're giving the fake DC the real credit here, not the real DC. The real DC deserves the #1 pound-for-pound spot. DJ #2, Cruz 3, and then I don't know who else after that. It's really a mismatch up there. No, fuck, who would be 4? That's so hard, man. Probably Robbie Lawler. The only reason why I put Robbie Lawler lower is because some of his fights, it's hard to say.
Tyron Woodley, man.
No, well, some of them are just like you don't know if he actually really won. Yeah. Is the NBA ruined now that Golden State are a super team that is making the sport even more predictable? Or what? Yeah. The regular season's kind of ruined. I'll say that, but not the NBA. I mean, the finals are still interesting. I mean, LeBron could easily carry back the Cavs to another championship. Like, y'all counted out LeBron too much, man. Don't count out Braun, man. After this finals, are you really going to sit here and try to count out LeBron James? Just saying, man. Don't count out Braun in this one, man. Don't count out Braun. Chris Bandicoot asks, can you do a Skype group call for WWE Battleground 2016? If I'm not working, Chris Bandicoot, yes. If I'm working, no. I have a job. Sometimes I work. Dan Bone says, I like DJ and all, but come on, Demetrius Johnson fights guys everyone thinks he's going to beat. He beats him. Now he's the greatest of all time. No. DC. The real DC. Not the fake DC is the greatest of all time right now. Gore492, since no one can beat Mighty Mouse, do you think they should do Cruz versus Mighty Mouse, have Mighty Mouse move up to bantamweight? Mighty Mouse doesn't want to do that fight. I think you guys haven't listened to the interview. He has no interest in facing Dominic Cruz right now. He wants to break Anderson Silva's record, which he most likely will, which will be disgusting as fuck for me to watch, but it's okay. He's a great fighter. He's dominating fools at least. He wants him, and then probably he will think of the Dominic Cruz fight.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe fucking Daniel Cormier gains so much disrespect right now. It's ridiculous, man. Like, seriously.
He's great.
I don't know why they're all talking about DJ and Jones or like no. DC, man. DC's really good. I don't know if people know this. He's really good. I mean, I thought he was going to lose to Gustafsson, and he destroyed him. Mr. TNA 2005 asked, "Do you play Hearthstone?" No, I haven't played that MMO. I heard it's fun, but I haven't played it. Dan Bones asked, "Cruz, DJ, and Jones are the only 3 fighters who are well-rounded with good fight IQ. Staying with Daniel Cormier." I'm not even the biggest DC fan. I just find it disrespectful that you had Dominic Cruz ranked higher than him. Like, the fuck is that?
Just came back.
Gore492 asked, "Thoughts on your man Randall Keith Orton facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam?" I did a video on that, actually. You should go check that out for full thoughts, but I think it's not the right match. So, yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
I think it's going to be great.
Neo Spades.
Yeah, and actually,
what are you going to go on, Weston?
Actually, if Randy Orton does reverse that 5 into RKO, I actually wouldn't mind if Brock lost that way, because then you can just say he got caught off guard or something like that.
Yeah, especially if he loses at UFC. I heard Dave Meltzer talking about, like, this is fucking Dave Meltzer talking. He said, like, they're playing for Big Cass to beat Lesnar, and I started laughing.
What the fuck? Is Vince high?
No, Dave Meltzer was on MLW radio, and he was saying, "Oh, I think Big Cass might beat Lesnar in the future."
Hey, Brock, I can beat you because I'm not soft. I'm hard.
He's terrible. Neo Spades Ace asks, "Thoughts on Jaylen Brown and him getting drafted by the Celtics? Not signed, drafted." He's good. I don't know why Celtics fans are pissed. He's good. That's all I got to say about that. He's good. Neil Spades, now that he failed his drug test, he's an idiot. Like, you have the biggest fight of your career and you're going to do that?
Yep.
And he doesn't check what's in his body? I mean, he's $1 million fighter, and this motherfucker can't check what's in his body? Now he's going to be suspended for 2 years. We won't see John Jones for another 2 years. 2 years of no John Jones, man. He's gone for 2 years. Who knows if he'll ever get a chance to fight again? You know, I know it's weird to say that, but you know, with the track record of this guy, you don't know. You really don't know. He's not going to get, maybe he can get an exception and get only a 1-year ban, but the UFC's been really hard to clean up the sport, so maybe they'll give him the 2 years, but I highly doubt it because he is like a big name for them, and you don't know how much longer you have on the McGregor train, because McGregor, if he loses to Diaz again, then he goes down to featherweight and gets his ass kicked down there, you lose a lot of McGregor fans. Like, McGregor, no one's going to support a loser. It's hard to support a loser, especially if Conor McGregor can't use his mouth to talk. It's the only reason why he became famous in the first place. So, it might have to, maybe if he's good for a year, they'll reinstate him, but 2 years, man, no John Jones. BTEP came out positive. Mr. TNA 2005 asked, "How funny would it be if Randy Orton wins at SummerSlam by a super RKO?" I don't know if he can get Lesnar on the turnbuckle, but sure, why not? That would be pretty cool.
Would be.
Yeah.
Be a sight to see.
All right, then. So we got some more Twitter questions. Straight Shooter, you got to calm down sometimes on these Twitter questions, man. My phone's going too crazy because you're asking every single minute of a question. Breathe a little bit. Let us breathe. Let's get time so we're not rushing through the questions. Double A Star asks, "Why is Tatum Nunes main eventing UFC 200? Because Miesha Tate's a champion and they want a championship fight to main event UFC 200?
I mean, go for getting a main event on a big card.
My mom was confused about that too, because like my mom, she barely follows UFC, and she's all like, "Chase, did Brock Lesnar get injured too?" And I was like, "No, Lesnar's still fighting." "Then why isn't he main eventing?" I said, "Because Miesha Tate's a champion." She's like, "That makes no sense." Like, she didn't even know that Brock Lesnar is a big deal. Like, she thought Brock Lesnar got injured too because like I told her about John Jones, and she's like, "Oh, John Jones, what an idiot," and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I told her Anderson Silva's going to fight Daniel Cormier, and she's like, "Is that the main event now?" And I said, "No, it's still Lesnar Hunt." And then all of a sudden, I read the news that was Tatum Nunes, and so she went to go order the fight because I gave her the money, and I said, "Here's the money for the fight. Can you just order it on the pay-per-view today?" She's like, "Yeah, I got it." So she woke up this morning, and that was the first thing she did, but she noticed it said UFC 200 Tate versus Nunes on pay-per-view. So she comes into my room as I'm like waking up, and she's like, "Chase, did Brock Lesnar get injured too?" And I'm like, "No, he's still fighting. Why is he the main event?" Even my mom knows this is fucked up. And my mom loves Miesha Tate, man. She's the biggest Miesha fan. Oh, she was screaming when she beat Holly Holm. She was like, "Ah!"
No, speaking of women main eventing in championship, congratulations, Serena Williams, winning your 22 championship, by the way.
Oh, jeez. Good job for Serena
sweet.
Williams. The greatness. Thoughts on Sean Watson? Don't know who the fuck that is. Anyone know who Sean Watson is?
I don't know either. Is he a football player or something?
I don't know what he is. Question 3. What's next for John Jones after being suspended? Rehab. I don't care if it was for steroids. You still got to go to rehab or something, nigga. Like, seriously, go to rehab for a bit. Just relax. Go to rehab. Get away from society. Maybe make some kids. Maybe that's what he should do. He should grab his wife, put his dick in her, make some babies, dude, and then he will actually learn what responsibility is. Because then he will actually take care of a kid. Because does John Jones have kids? I don't know if John Jones does have kids, but
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I know everyone's gonna be like, oh well, he can't take care of himself. Well, once he gets a kid, I've known bums, like people who are losers who couldn't take care of themselves to save their lives, and all of a sudden they get that baby, and it's like, oh shit, they're like dad of the year all of a sudden, man. They end up finding to be a great dad. So maybe that'll happen with John Jones. Maybe he should just have a kid, and that'll change all his problems, man. It worked for Anderson Silva, it worked for John Jones. Double A Star asks, you guys get the Q&A awards nominees? Next Q&A episode will be the nominees.
Yeah.
Aisha, you ready for senior year?
Yes. Oh yeah. I actually want to show you guys my what's it called? My senior photo, and I just want to have it right here. So.
We got Aisha's senior photo, guys. Look at that. She got senior photo. Why are you wearing your gown? That makes no sense.
I mean, they just want us to wear a senior photo. There's more. I mean, I took a drink.
Oh, the classic. You have to wear the black suits, the black dress, and everything.
Yeah, this is gonna be in the yearbook.
That's good. So yeah, there's Aisha's senior photos. And you took those shots where you have to do stupid poses.
Yeah.
I fucking hate. And my mom made me do the football one. That was like the worst thing of my life to like pose with the football. I was like,
yeah. Look at my hair in this freaking cap.
Yeah, you look like fucking Crazy Eyes from Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to finally start a new chapter in my life.
All right. Question 6, soccer fucking question. Great. Predictions for Euros finals, Portugal versus France. Why not go with France? They're a better team.
No, look, as much as France has been doing good in this tournament,
they're a better team.
I'm going with Portugal.
I don't think Ronaldo's going to choke as bad as Messi, but...
Oh, yeah, and this is his first final. I mean, no, the second final.
Go there. You had to go there. Okay, well, how about this, okay?
I don't think he's going to choke as bad as Messi.
He's not going to choke.
Oh, how about this?
Weston, hold on. There was a game. I think it was versus Ireland. They had to go to penalties. And you know what Ronaldo did? Some of the guys did not want to take penalties. But when Ronaldo did, he's like, no. You're taking the penalty. I don't care if it's do or die. You're taking the penalty. That's a fucking leader. And Messi.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. No, just like fucking Messi. Ronaldo's gonna choke.
We got another Messi Ronaldo question later. You guys can do this shit later. Let's get to the other.
Pick is France.
Then we will go Messi Ronaldo crap later. Straight Shooter asked, in your eyes, which NFL fans have the worst fan base?
Patriots.
I would say like Jaguar fans because they don't show up. Like at least Patriots fans are passionate. Jaguar fans don't care. Like Tampa Bay and Jaguar fans like the worst. They just don't care. They're just like, yeah, I like them. They're cool. Any bandwagon fans too are annoying. Like it doesn't matter what team they bandwagon, just like them bandwagoning like the Panthers. Oh, dab on them fools, dab on them. It's like you don't know what the fuck who's on the Panthers or the Seahawks fans. Seahawks, like you don't know anything about the Seahawks, man. Where were you for fucking Sean Alexander days? You weren't around. We got screwed in the Super Bowl, dog. What the fuck are you talking about? So.
Growing up here in Texas, fuck Cowboys fans, man.
But by the way, Straight Shooter, I'm gonna fucking skip this one question you asked because I'm saving it for later because I do not want to have all these questions being asked and then all these fuckers are talking about is fucking Ronaldo versus fucking Messi. So we're gonna ask that question later. Double A Star asks, favorite song right now? Probably Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande.
I like Don't Let Me Down. Do. I like that song. Don't let me down, down, down.
Weston, do you have a favorite song right now or no?
He's frozen.
Yeah, again. This is why I also did not want to do it with Weston with this Ronaldo debate, because he's going to freeze up and then he's going to come back later when I'm not in the question. He's going to be all, oh my God, Messi and shit. He choked. Deal with it. Aisha's thoughts on soccer summer transfers.
There has been some good transfer, like Henry Mata going to Man United. Ibrahimovic, Man United. So I'm trying to see some other transfer. I think Nani is going to Valencia. Nani going to Valencia. That's good. Yeah, there's been a lot of good transfers, and the season, especially the Premier League, is going to look good. La Liga, not too much big signings. PSG, not PSG. Liga, not too many signings, but the Premier League signings for summer transfers has been really, really, really good, and especially the managers also.
Double A Star asks, ugliest shoes you've seen. Those new Steph Curry 2 lows are pretty ugly.
I don't like Yeezys. I think they're ugly as shit. I'm sorry. I don't know why people like them.
Straight Shooter asks, which San Diego Chargers head coach you hated? Norv Turner, not even fucking close. Be 3rd and 16 and we would go a halfback draw. What the fuck are you thinking? Straight Shooter asks, what did you think of Pokemon Go if you did play it? I like it. It's fun. It was hard for me to throw the Pokeballs. I was a gym leader, actually, at my local McDonald's. My local McDonald's has a gym, so all these kids are going to McDonald's right now doing the gym leader. I was a gym leader for 2 seconds. It was great. Fucking loved it. It was amazing and stuff like that. But seriously, it's fun, but it wears off after a little while, especially if you don't have mobile data and stuff like that. That can kill your fucking battery and shit. So it's a fun game though. So and it also gets people to get out and be active. If I didn't go to the gym, yeah, I would definitely play it more. But I go to the gym, so I don't need to be active like that. Straight Shooter asks, worst WWE pay-per-view name. Fatal 4-Way. It's pretty bad. You just named it after.
Over the Limit.
Over the Limit's pretty bad.
I'm gonna say Fastlane, actually.
Fastlane.
I'm gonna say Fastlane.
What do you think of Macho Man Randy Savage? Oh yeah, dig it. Classic catchphrase. People who aren't wrestling fans quote it. It's great.
He's awesome.
Straight Shooter asks, best Shawn Michaels moment. Mine is when he super kicked Shelton Benjamin. Really? What? Of all the moments, you choose that one? Oh my God. That's Shawn Michaels' best moment. Can you imagine, just don't matter, Straight Shooter. You go up the street, you go, Shawn, my favorite moment of your whole career is when you super kick Shelton Benjamin. You get this look on his face where he's like, really? That was your favorite moment of mine? Huh. Okay. No, my favorite moment of Shawn Michaels has to be SummerSlam 02. Just the fact that he came back after 4 years of not wrestling and puts on one of the best matches you will ever see. Just amazing. One of the best of all time, Shawn Michaels.
It's really one of my favorite. Favorite Shawn Michaels when he won the world title in the Elimination Chamber 03? Yeah.
No, 02. Survivor
02. Mm-hmm. So good. And that crowd.
My favorite moment is when he cut the promo on Undertaker on the episode of Raw. If I don't beat you, if I don't beat your streak, my career means nothing. That was fucking amazing.
Just that running up that hill promo was amazing. I watch it every once in a while. All right. Neil Spades asked, dream players for your favorite NFL team. Megatron on the Chargers. I've always loved Calvin Johnson, so I would love him on the Chargers. That would have been amazing.
In Houston, we need a quarterback, so let's go with Cam Newton. Or of all time, Chris Young.
Steve Young. I don't think you want a Chris Young on your team. The quarterback or the linebacker or the defensive end. No Chris Young.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Aisha doesn't know anything about football. Chris Bandicoot asked, did you see Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy, the final deletion? Yes, Chris Bandicoot, and I talked about it in another video. I act like I don't watch these matches. I made a video. You were at the live stream, Chris Bandicoot, that I was talking about this. So I don't know why you asked me if I saw it or not. I liked it. It was fun.
Funny. It's weird.
The fucking Gardner, dude. That guy had me laughing. The best part. It's over. Oh, shit. Have you watched it? Like, it's so much better when you watch the whole thing with like all the little previews and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
It's fun stuff. Neil Spades Ace asks, Weston, do you think the Yankees will make the playoffs this year?
I'm gonna go with no. Their pitching staff has been horrible, and their offense can sometimes click, but it's just very inconsistent for me. Even if they do, they'll just get beat in the wild card game or something.
And also, trade deadline's coming up soon. They're gonna have to make some trades too, and they're probably gonna trade some key offensive plate pieces to try to get at least a decent enough pitcher.
Yeah, but they got a bunch of grandpas on their team, so it's gonna be hard to work with other teams. And on top of that, the other team
There's a lot of teams that'll look at their analytics and say like, oh, we could use him, and they'll trade like some shitty pitcher for them.
Yeah, true, but they also cost a lot of money, so it's gonna be interesting. I'll just say that.
Mr. Tina 2005 asks, how's a wrestling match a great one if it does not tell any story? Matches can be great without needing a story per se, just watching it from the in-arena aspect of it all. But the truly magnificent and perfect matches are always the ones with stories.
Yeah.
But like I said, there could be wrestling matches that, barely tell any story, but they just have great action to watch. I mean, a lot of TNA X Division matches were just fucking great action and stuff like that. And the Unbreakable Triple Threat actually had a story in that match, but a lot of people say that was just a spot fest, and yet that's considered one of the best matches, if not TNA's best match of all time. So, great matches can happen,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but usually people go for that emotionally invested type. But hey, people like matches without stories.
Chris Bandicoot asked, what games are you excited for from what you saw at E3 2016? None. Except for Madden and 2K. All the games look the fucking same. Mr. TNA, I don't know. There might be some good games coming out. I didn't really pay attention to E3 this year. It seemed really weak to me. It seemed like a weak lineup of E3 this year, so I didn't really care.
I just know the Xbox update.
like it's hard. There's no Assassin's Creed this year. Call of Duty I don't really care about except for Call of Duty 4. Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. TNA 2005 asked, Gail Kim is next TNA Hall of Famer. Your thoughts about Gail's TNA career and her wrestling legacy? I'm not a big fan of Gail Kim. Think she botches too much. Think she's sloppy as fuck half the time. Her TNA career is good. Once the knockout title came. Before then, it was unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Khan put on some great matches. Her legacy as a women's wrestler is not as high as Trish or Lita's. I don't even think it sniffs Mickie James' big ol' ass. But it's decent. Is she a Mount Rushmore type of person? Maybe she has like a little wing in Mount Rushmore, but she's not on the Mount Rushmore. I'm just saying, Gail Kim's kind of overrated. I'm kind of disappointed that TNA named her the Hall of Famer, to be honest.
Yeah.
I get they were trying to do something different. I get they were trying to show respect to Gail Kim. Sure, show respect in 2 years from now. There's other people that deserve the TNA Hall of Fame spot more than Gail Kim, in my personal opinion. I get it, AJ Styles is not on good graces, but fuck, why isn't he in the TNA Hall of Fame? Why isn't Christopher Daniels in the Hall of Fame? It's just absolutely disrespectful, in my personal opinion.
He's only been in that company for like 5 years. So.
Yeah, dude. And I'd rather have it where Jerry Lynn would have gotten a Hall of Fame spot before Gail Kim, because Jerry Lynn was key to the X Division success early in TNA. People won't give Jerry Lynn that credit, but he was. He was really key to that X Division success. Oh, I would love that they would have given it to James Storm out of all fucks. He's the only guy left from the first show. Why not? Show some respect to this guy for actually staying loyal to you. Minus one WWE NXT show. What else has he done with that company? Nothing. that you give it to Gail Kim.
Like,
so stupid. Not trying to insult women's
I'm happy.
I'm not trying to insult women's wrestlers or anything like that. Like I said, a couple years from now, sure. But there's so many other people more deserving than Gail Kim. Even Jeff Jarrett. Like, just ridiculous.
He created the damn company.
Yeah. Or did he get in last year?
Yeah, but
no, Hebner got in last year.
Yeah, but I'm happy for Gail Cena, so you know.
Mr. TNA 2005 asks, how would be a Tito Ortiz reaction to final deletion with him staying all the time just like August 1st entrance and not saying a word? Yeah. It'd be great. You just have Tito randomly in the background as Matt and Jeff Hardy are shooting fireworks at each other. The referee, what? It was like, oh, like, what the hell is this? Oh, you a licensed referee?
No, Matt Hardy's acting, man.
Jeff, these are my drone robots.
Brother Zero, where are you?
Oh
no! I saw this thing on Facebook before I came on. Well, before I took a nap. It said Brother Narrows. You know, like the Booty-O cereal. That was pretty funny.
Brother Narrows. Brother Narrow! Alright, so. Let's see. I might watch that shit again. That shit was fucking hilarious. Just the drones, man. Like, and then fucking Senor Benjamin, what are you doing? He's like, preparing the field for battle.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy jumping from a tree.
My gift is so big that I can't give it to Maxwell. My gift is getting rid of Jeff Hardy, Brother Nero. Okay. Oh God, final deletion. I'll give TNA that, man. Besides Lashley's world title run, I'll give them that. They managed to get something that seemed like it could be so horrible and made it just fucking gold. Like, they capitalized. They did what WWE doesn't normally do. WWE has something stupid. They dropped the ball with it. TNA went all the way. They realized how bad that first segment was between Matt and Jeff Hardy, and they just said, "Fuck it, let's just keep doing more of them," and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like they just said like, "Oh, it's not working, guys. We're not gonna do this anymore." It was like, no, they went all the way. They just said, "Fuck it. You know what? We don't give a fuck. We're going all the way with this. Let's just play this out." And I gotta give credit because like I said, WWE, when they have stupid shit like this that goes on in their company, they drop the ball with it. They always like leave it alone or they overuse it. TNA, they use them perfectly. I give TNA that, you know.
Yeah, bad humor creates goldness.
Mr. TNA 2005, your thoughts on Bobby Lashley in TNA? Great run for him. I wish that he would get more respect because he's also a legit MMA fighter. But yeah, he's doing it great. I don't see him ever going back to WWE, but he's doing great.
Good for Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. I wish TNA would take him more seriously, you know, because I feel like he should be more than what he is.
Yeah.
But, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, this guy's so valuable.
Weston's not a Spurs fan, Neil Spades ace, and I don't think Tim Duncan or Mono Ginobili will stay with the Spurs anytime soon.
I'm a Spurs, Rockets, and Mavs.
No, you're not. You choose one of those Texas teams. They all hate each other. All right. Mr. TNA 2005. Best and worst moments of Euro 2016. I don't know.
Worst, the violence. Best, the underdogs, Iceland and Wales going through.
Oh, yeah, Iceland was pretty funny.
Yeah. 99.5% of Iceland watched that freaking game between England. Oh, damn country.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty then. I guess Dan Bone says, I'm not the only one that has Cruz hired in DC. The UFC's own rankings have him higher. LOL. Well, they're idiots. Jones might get 4 years because of the B sample, but he could fight overseas. No, it's 2 years. They said 2 years of B sample is. It's 1 year for the test, and then another year added if you fail the B sample. It's not 4. He could get the 4 years though, because he has other priors, so could get 4 years maybe. I'm not sure, but I heard 2 years at the most. Yeah. Dan Bones asks, do you think Ronda Rousey's overrated? She constantly keeps calling out men like Floyd and says she could be Conor, she could be Kane, knowing the worst. Won't say yes or no, yet she keeps ducking Cyborg.
She's not overrated as a fighter.
She's overhyped as a fighter. I mean, I can understand why she doesn't want to fight Cyborg because she wants a weight limit. She wants Cyborg to make weight. That's the thing. She wants Cyborg to make weight. Is she ducking her? Yeah, I guess you can put it in terms she's ducking Cyborg. But I don't think like completely ducking her. I think she just wants to fight on even grounds because catch weight fights, man, those aren't fun. She don't want to fight someone on a catch weight. She wants to fight someone at their own weight, doing the same cut, the same training, and everything like that. So, but I don't think she's overrated. I mean, she beat up some girls. That's like saying, oh, is Demetrius Johnson overrated? Was Anderson overrated before he fought Chael? Was GSP overrated because he didn't really fight anyone all that much? I mean, that's kind of like a tough stretch you're saying there because in a lot of MMA, you know, there's always that time where people face a bunch of cans. Like, overhyped, yeah. Like, do I look down on Chuck Liddell's UFC career because he defended the title against a bunch of no ones? Nah. I like Liddell's reign as light heavyweight champion. I think it's one of the best reigns the UFC has had. Successful for sure. You know, Tito Ortiz too. You know, Tito Ortiz wasn't beating any fucking names back then. So is Tito Ortiz considered overrated? That's where I don't like the term. Like, overrated in the sense, like with Conor McGregor, that's overrated because he beat no one on the way to the top. And then he got one punch on Jose Aldo, and then he fought someone like Nate Diaz, who was a better striker than him, and got his ass kicked. That's where you can say someone's overrated. You know, Ronda Rousey just fought stupidly against Holly Holm. She was going against a world-class boxer and thought she could outbox him. Now, you can't outbox a world-class boxer. What is your problem?
Like, just took her to the ground.
Yeah, I can agree that maybe she's ducking Cyborg. But I don't think she's overrated, just overhyped a little bit. There's a difference between overrated and overhyped. Overhyped is where you overhype them too much, while overrated, they're not really that good. Like, they're not at the level they should be. Like, certain guys are overrated, certain guys are overhyped. Yeah, she's more overhyped than overrated.
No. She's a good fighter. I mean, she had some good fights with tough women. Like,
yeah. So we're going to answer a few more questions because the prelims are about to start soon for UFC 200. MJ 2.0 said what's up for that. So yeah, he's going on to get ready for the fights. Neo Spades Ace asks, where should Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook go if they find playoffs as championship success? Exclude Spurs or Warriors. Clippers or Lakers for Westbrook. Davis, just stay on the Pelicans, please. I don't care really, to be honest, where Anthony Davis goes. Maybe New York. I don't know. Nor do I care. What do you think of that Andrew Sanchez dude who won the Ultimate Fighter last night? He's a bitch, in my opinion. Yeah, all he did was, like, he did nothing the whole fight. Like, I don't know how he won. If like, the fucking other guy, you would have just landed more punches on him, he would have won that fight. Andrew Sanchez just did what, I hate these wrestle fucks, man. Like, I don't care if you use wrestling in your game plan. Just be like DC and GSP and fucking Chael and get on the guy and beat them the fuck up. At least that's what they did. At least that's what Chael, DC, and GSP did. They at least fucking tried to beat them up. That guy just wrestled them to the ground and did fucking jack all. He, like, threw half fucking boring-ass punches. It was like, god damn, dude. And this is, oh, God, he ain't going to go anywhere in this light heavyweight division. He's going to get his ass kicked, man. Because so many light heavyweights are great wrestlers, man. Like, oh, so stupid. Ah, fucking hell, I don't understand. Ah, so stupid. Neo Spades Ace says, is a commentary always scripted or is there some realism aspects involved? It's scripted for the most part for WWE.
Yeah, nowadays they're starting to add realism, but it does not mesh well together. When you say, oh, it's like Frazier and Holly, like, no.
Yeah, JBL with his stupid sayings that he has.
No.
Yeah, and it also doesn't help that you have terrible actors on your roster. Like,
All right, then. Chris Bandicoot asked, did you see the movie called Straight Outta Compton? Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I like it. It was really good.
Chris
Actually, really good
Bennett.
biopic.
No, are you gonna say Weston? Have you seen it or no?
I tried to, and then I just fell asleep midway through.
All right. Chris Bandicoot asks, "Do you think that Kelly Kelly has the look of a porn star?" Yep.
Definitely. Look at that baby face.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chris Bandicoot asks, "What do you think of the Tupac movie biography trailer called All on Me?" Haven't seen it yet.
I've seen it. It seems pretty good. The guy playing Tupac is actually a good actor. So, and he looks like him.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Conor McGregor's coming to the WWE by rumors? I don't give a fuck if he comes instead. I really don't give a fuck if Conor McGregor comes to the WWE. Straight shooter asks,
What are they gonna even do? Like, what are they even gonna do if Conor comes over? Like Conor versus Sheamus, who's the better Irishman?
Yeah. No, Sheamus is bigger than him though. People forget Conor McGregor's not a big guy. He's small.
Yeah, he's fucking small. He's 145.
He's 145. He walks around at 170. Like, no, I mean that's serious. Conor McGregor walks around at 170. People think that this guy's big. Yeah, he's like Rey Mysterio in there, man. Like, fuck.
It's a small midget.
Straight shooter asks, "What was your favorite moment from WCW in the year 2000?" My favorite moment was when they just said, "Fuck it, let's just restart the whole show." They stripped everyone of the titles, and you looked at everyone. They were like pissed off. I was like, "The fuck are you doing?" They just stripped everyone of the titles. Like I was like, "Huh?" Or on the episode of Thunder, where Kevin Nash was the GM, and he like stripped Psycho Sid of the belt to give himself the title, and then Psycho Sid just won it back. And I was like, "Wait, what?" Like literally, they did that because like Benoit won the title. And I guess Psycho Sid got the belt back and on like the following Nitro. Then on Thunder, Kevin Nash was GM, and he stripped Psycho Sid of the title to give the title to himself. And then afterwards, Psycho Sid won the belt back. I was like, wait, did that really just happen? Like, I watched this all back on replay. I couldn't believe it. Red 316, I'll answer this for you. What time does Lesnar's UFC fight start? Red Wolf, I believe you're Eastern time. If not, correct me.
So it's gonna be like 12.
Yeah, 12 o'clock. Like, cause like the show starts at 7 my time. Lesnar will probably fight around like 11:30 ish, depending on how long the fight goes. So 11:30 or 12 o'clock is when Lesnar will be on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But the whole show itself starts at 7.
Yeah. It's 9 at East Coast. It won't end till like 1 a.m. Okay, go. All right, I'll be ready.
Your face, Aces, did you think Michael Cole comparing Miz to Rocky Marciano of the 70s Dolphins was scripted? Because that pissed me off. Yeah, it was scripted. It's probably like, hey, use this reference, Michael. So. And his next question is, what if Scott Steiner was Darren Young's life coach instead of Bob? Oh, that'd be great. Scott Steiner would be telling Darren Young to get some pussy or something. And then Darren Young's like, oh, I like guys. No, you better like some pussy. Your big papa pump got the hookup. And stuff like that. That'd be great. Now for the final question, the Q&A, because pretty much all your other questions are not going to fucking matter. Straight Shooter asks, this question is for Aisha. If Ronaldo wins, would it stop the argument between him and tax evasion Messi?
Yep, basically, because Messi won't have a world major title. He won it.
Oh, he's gonna choke. He's gonna choke though.
So
I know Ronaldo.
Messi is the greatest all time, but he haven't won a major title. But if Ronaldo does, y'all better shut the fuck up. Just saying.
Hey, neither has Ronaldo. So what's your point?
You have to see till Sunday, tomorrow.
He's gonna choke. We already know what's gonna happen. Ronaldo's probably gonna score once or twice, but France is gonna win, whether it's penalties or 2-1 at the end of extra time or something like that.
We'll never know until we see. So.
Yeah. Sorry though. I mean, at least Ronaldo was close. You know, he almost had it.
Okay, tell me how Ronaldo chokes when he can make a fucking penalty every.
He hasn't won he didn't want shit for his country either. I think, as a matter of fact, I think last year he made. I think last Euros he made it to the finals or something like that, and he's choked.
He made no. You're getting your facts sweet. 2004 Euros final between Portugal and Greece. They made it to the finals. Yes, they lost against penalties against Greece, but fuck, they made it to the finals.
Like,
but get my point.
Ronaldo super young, but Ronaldo was super young back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like Ronaldo was an old man. Like he was like what, at least like 20, 19.
When it comes to finals, Ronaldo knows how to fucking play. Messi just falls under pressure, and the fact that Messi is having a 21 sentence in prison for tax evasion, kind of says a lot for your boy, you know.
Actually, he's out serving time in prison.
He's all the time to pay his taxes, but he has to hire an agency to
This has nothing to do with taxes, by the way. This has to do with Ronaldo choking too. At least he's gonna choke.
Just saying, but Ronaldo, Portugal, France should be a good game.
France is gonna win. Breaking news: France beats Portugal to win the 2016 Euros.
Okay. Keep saying that.
I don't have to say. I know it's gonna happen. Do you really think guys like Rui Patricio, Nani, and Andre Gomes are good enough to stop France?
We won't know until we see Sunday, but the two best teams in the tournament.
Matuidi, Pogba, Valbuena. I don't know how to pronounce that name in France, so to me it's Valbuena. Hugo Lloris, Patrice Evra. Those guys are going to kick Portugal's ass. Okay, I'm sorry. This is literally like, what if, I don't know, let's say this is like Dean Ambrose versus this is like Dean Ambrose versus Triple H for the World Title. It's like obviously Triple H is going to win, which is France.
Well, you never know. You have the best team, you have the best players in Argentina, and they still couldn't win against Chile. And Chile had nobodies. But they only had Alex Vidal and Alexis Sanchez.
Oh no, that's bullshit. You get your facts straight. Portugal does have a lot of great players. We talking about they barely had anybody. They have Vargas, Push.
So why are you saying that they're gonna get crushed by France?
Huh?
Then why are you saying they're gonna get crushed by France when they have all these good players? And you're saying like Paul Pogba.
Because they're old and slow. The only two guys that are decent on that team, I guess three guys if you want to include Pepe, are Ronaldo and Rui Patricio. Okay, French is a club that's very fucking fast and have a lot more younger players.
Yes, France could win. Yes, they have the best. It is the best tournament, but
he's our third best player in soccer right now. He's third or fourth.
Oh, I mean, look. To be honest, freaking Griezmann has been carrying that whole France team. Yes, they're good, but Griezmann, he's been leading the whole France team. Like, let's be serious.
No, he hasn't been leading the whole France team. I would say it's actually their fucking defense.
Half of their goals has been off set pieces.
Fucking solid.
Just saying.
Portugal's not gonna win. I'm sorry. I already know it.
Okay. We won't know until Sunday. Just saying.
France has got the perfect mix of veterans and young players on their team.
We won't see till Sunday.
Hashtag Ronaldo loses.
Hashtag you are wrong. Hashtag you don't know anything. Hashtag Messi chokes.
Hashtag this has nothing to do with Messi. Hashtag Messi
can't pay taxes.
Messi will be better. Oh, by the way, people that are still wondering, yes, Messi has said that he is going to Argentina. So his retirement only lasted like a couple days, a week.
Too bad he's gonna be in prison though.
No, he's not going to prison. I don't know if you read, but the charges were not dropped or whatever. But he'll still have to pay the money, but he's not gonna have to go to prison.
Fucking celebrities getting whatever.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
As a matter of fact, Aisha wanted to place a bet for the next Q&A if France beats Portugal.
What bet?
Okay. If France beats Portugal, you have to come on here and sing Hurt. And the whole song, there's no Yeah, I got way to pull up the lyrics and everything, play it on your guitar.
You know what? I just listened to that song a week ago and didn't really cry about it, so I can handle it. So you're on.
Hold
And
up.
then
Hold
if
up. Hold
Portugal
up. Hold up.
but
It's locked
if
in.
Portugal wins, then you have to Portugal wins. Do you have to explain why Ronaldo is better at Messi?
They can do something embarrassing.
Embarrassing? I don't know. I don't know.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I just kind of got to come over here and praise Ronaldo over Messi. I was like,
I don't know. What's embarrassing? What's embarrassing that Weston has done in this Q&A?
Yeah, that's the good part about me though. Is I really am not embarrassed. Like one time,
I don't
true
know.
story.
I don't know.
I actually ran through Walmart with my shirt off one time just for the fuck of it because it was late at night and I was bored.
There you go. That's your fate. You have to do the Q&A with your shirt off next time.
Yeah. All right. Oh god.
So Aisha will seem hurt, and then Weston will be doing the Q&A with his shirt off next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Handshake, and I gotta go.
Yeah, sorry guys
I
that
can't
I was
believe we're doing
typing
this.
answers to you. I knew that this was going on. I posted a funny UFC thing as they were doing it, so hopefully I got you somewhat entertained during the boring soccer football talk that they were having. Anyways, thank you guys again for coming to the Q&A. We are done with this episode. Next time you'll see us, we will have the nominees set for the 12 Q&A SB Awards that we're going to be doing, the QA speeds, as I should call them. They will happen soon. Yes, we're behind on schedule, but that's mostly because of me and work, no one else. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. More live streams coming soon. Peace.